Hi guys, Miss O'Donnell here. Today I'm going to be talking to those of you who decided to create a green screen using green poster board and who have decided to take that green screen and do your oral history interviews in front of them so that you can create really cool background effects. First off, you're going to need your video, and we're going to open up a program called Wax 2.0 that I told you about. You can Google it, or if you need that download link again, just let me know. I'm going to go to Project, and I'm going to add media files. I'm going to find my test video that I took. And if you see, here I have the video and the audio. I'm going to keep the audio off so that it doesn't disrupt what I'm doing. But what you're going to do is you're going to hold down the control button, click on both of them, and drag them both down, the audio and the video, down here into this timeline. Now if you see, I'm going to minimize this screen so that I can fit more on it. You see here I have my video and my audio in the timeline. The next thing you're going to do, if you notice right here in the video to the left, you can see a shadow. Unfortunately, whenever you have your green screen, you need to probably do a few tests before you actually do your interviews, because if you have shadows like this, or if the green screen's not lit properly, it will show up into whenever we do the Chroma Key. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Video Plugins, and I'm going to go ahead and pull down Chroma Key. You want to put it in between the audio and the video, which I did not do. Let's try again. If you notice in the timeline, that black line shows up. That lets me know that it's there to insert. I'm also going to bring down Quick 3D and put it underneath Chroma Key. Notice the black line shows up right there. I'm going to drop it. I'm going to do the Quick 3D first. It allows you to position your videos. I'm going to scroll down here. What I mean by that is if I wanted to make it wider, I could put that back at 1. Or I can just use my numbers. 1.0. You can change it this way. 1.0. What I'm going to do with it, and you can play around with these numbers, but I'm going to use it to crop. I know that this dark shadow is not going to work, so I'm going to go ahead and crop some of the left. I'm going to say 0.15. Let's see what that looks like. Whoops. And you should tell that I actually meant that I'm going to crop some of the right. Sorry about that. This is what I wanted to do first. So 0.15, let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good. It looks like most of the shadowing is off. And I'm going to go ahead and crop some of the left as well. Just because I know that where I have my wall, sometimes I do get some sunlight on that side, and it doesn't video correctly. Sometimes the green screen won't work on that side. So this looks pretty even. It looks like it is pretty good. So looks like we're about ready to Chroma Key. Okay guys, now we have our video cropped and situated, positioned how we want it. And now we're going to use the Chroma Key. What we're going to do is click the arrow beside Chroma Key to open up the menu underneath it. Right here where it says color, I'm going to click the dropper. Now, if we happen to want to Chroma Key, of course you're going to Chroma Key the green, but let's just see what would happen if I did the black. So I'm going to click on black, and whenever I adjust my tolerance, it's going to take everything black away. That's not what we want. I'm going to click undo. I'm going to undo that tolerance, and I'm going to take my dropper and click on the green. Now when I adjust my tolerance, hopefully, if you notice, all the green went away, which is what we wanted to happen. I'm going to click on invert just to show you what it does. That's not what we want to use, but could be a cool tool for future video editing. Unclick invert, and now we need to put in our background. Okay, so now we're going to put the background into our video. There is a website called movietools.info that has a few free animated backgrounds. You could also use photos of your oral history interview person. Whenever they were younger, you could find photos of news clippings if they're talking about a certain event, or you could put in your own photos into the background. I'm going to go to Project, Add Media Files, and I'm going to find, I'm going to drag this down. I'm going to find another one. Let's see, put this in there. Okay, now that you've found your backgrounds, we're going to insert them into our video project. So I'm going to select one, I'm going to drag it down and put it in number 3. You see there, I drag it down, put it in there, and then I'm going to drag my second background and put it underneath 3 into 4. Now if you notice, both of the backgrounds are on top of one another, and that's not what we want to happen. Also, our video, which is this blue line, is a whole lot longer than our background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the first background and I'm going to drag it out to last as long as I want it to last in the recording. The second background I'm going to drag out so that it pops on as my other one is ending. We can drag it out as long or as far into the video as you want it to last. So you could have several backgrounds throughout the interview of one person. Okay, now if you notice where we cropped our video earlier, our picture is showing up. So what we want to do is we're going to go to video plugins, and just like we did to our first video, we're going to pull down that quick 3D. We're going to drop it in, and you'll do this to both backgrounds. I'm going to open it up, and if you notice, if I change, I can change the scale of the picture. If I want it to look more like the person is there. And I'm just going to change my scale so that the picture fits. Now, okay, we're going to go to a section of our video that has our other picture, and we're going to do the same thing that we've been doing. We're going to go to video plugins. We're going to pull down the quick 3D underneath desert. And we're going to open that up, scroll down, and I can scale that picture, or I could crop the picture to where it fits. Okay. Here is our finished background after we got done scaling, after we finished scaling the picture. And now we will go to Project and Render, and we will create our video. Now our video is rendering, and when it gets finished, we should be able to watch it and have complete green screen effects. So it's pretty simple. Play with it and let me know if you have any questions. Good luck!